the Sami Zayn stuff, I don't know what they're doing. It was the same thing as last week. He came out and he was like, "Man, my true fans are out there." Silence.
Please God, somewhere.
And Trick is just roasting him. And he brought at the very beginning, he was like, "All right, I'm gonna call Sami Zayn out here," and a gingerbread man came out.
What?
Yeah,
That
that's funny. It's just roasting him. It was okay. Welcome back to the AOE podcast, guys, where everything nerdy is in range. My name is Steps.
That's BDC.
There we go. And today we're going to cover everything that went down at CinemaCon for the last week. It's been a lot. There's been announcements every single day. But first off, what was your favorite takeaway from the week? Let's just start with that.
Well, I've never heard of this thing, by the way. This is the first time I've ever heard of cinema.
You've never heard of cinema?
Have I been lost in the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, when these things happen, I just look at usually it's Panda or somebody at work, and I go, "Hey, I'm old," and I walk off. All right, it's a great excuse, but anyway. Well, most of what I heard was Doomsday, of course.
Yeah. Doomsday was one of the big ones, of course, for Disney.
Oh, yeah. You want to know one of the big takeaways from this week, Aaron?
What's that?
Somebody has to get control of these idiots that are using news sites.
Oh my God.
To show off their AI skills. I'm really tired of it.
Yeah, these AI trailers are out of control.
Because you're like, ooh, because it's supposed to be happening this week. So you're like, oh, look what they released. And you're like, 15, 16 different versions of it. And you're like, once you get through the first one, you're just enraged because you watch something that doesn't exist.
Yeah, not only that, but it got even worse when they actually released like new rock stars and people that were there in the room started releasing breakdowns of what happened. And then they had full prompts to put into AI.
Yeah, that's what I noticed the shift. Yes.
Yeah, the breakdown for Doomsday we'll get into, of course. The stuff for Brand New Day was good. They showed a pretty lengthy set of footage there. There was, of course, stuff for the Odyssey, Dune 3, Supergirl. DC Comics the DCU released a trailer for Clayface, which I heard is great. I can't wait to see it. It looks like they're going to go.
I haven't gotten to that one either. You know, the wildest, besides the fact that they're going to will out Tom Cruise, along with Tom Hanks and what's his name, and Tim Allen. They willed them out. They're going to be like 99 years. It's going to be worse than Wolverine, right? He's going to be 100 and something years old, and they're going to will them out for Toy Story 10 or something. Sorry. Tom Cruise. Besides all that craziness, I just saw that they released Violent Night 2.
Yeah, they announced Violent Night 2. That's a Harbor, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kristen Bell is playing a sword-wielding Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus. Yeah.
I'm so sorry I haven't seen that yet. I'm like, man.
So the big takeaways from the week, of course, we already talked about Spider-Man Brand New Day. They announced a new Resident Evil reboot. I can't remember who they said the director was. Hold on. It's not tied to the old ones at all.
You got
probably good.
You need a new start.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Zach Krager, the guy that did Weapons.
Okay, he's going to get a lot of attention. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for that. That looks really cool. What else?
Spaceballs. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Spaceballs, the next one.
New one.
Oh, the new one. Sorry.
New one. They made that very clear.
Talk about wheeling people out, man. Mel Brooks is like, 1,000 years old.
Yeah, he's like, it's funny. He did that. I think he was the one behind the thing. Was it the 1,000-Year-Old Man or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like years ago. Anyway, okay. I did not know this until I saw a picture of everybody on stage with John Candy's picture, which is a very heartwarming shot.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Josh Gad was playing that character.
Is he really?
Well, it says, why else is Josh Gad out there? Let me look and make sure. I don't know why he would be out there. Who's got the fastest fingers? Let me see.
Yeah. Josh Gad is co-writing, producing, and starring in Spaceballs. Who's he playing? Let's see.
Come on. It's not
his character role is currently undisclosed.
Okay. I'm sorry. Are they going to CGI Candy in or something? No.
It's hold on.
I'm telling you, they can be cute all they want.
You could.
I'm just looking at that.
If you look at the cast, everyone is named except Josh Gad. He's got to be playing something with Barf.
Like, don't pay attention to Gad. He's not. He's just here. Don't pay attention. Yeah, duh. I'll eat my hat if he's not playing Worf. Worf. I'm sorry.
Right, I'm gonna buy you a hat. I'm gonna make you eat it.
We'll do it online. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
You better.
That'll get some clicks. I thought on Candy. Yes, hold on. This is what I thought. Let's look at this. Yeah. So Chris Candy, the son of John Candy, is reportedly set to make a cameo appearance in Spaceballs 2 to honor his father's legacy. With reports suggesting he'll play Barf Jr.
Yeah.
If they do that Gad's not playing Barf. That would be weird.
It's sad that they didn't have him on stage with him. I don't know. Hey, if it's a cameo, it's a cameo. Okay, all right. I stand corrected. I remember them saying that now.
Rick Moranis, though, he's coming back. How about that?
Yeah, man. Of all the people in Hollywood, I think I respect him the most.
Oh, yeah. He left forever.
He just walked away from several actors that I heard just, why did they disappear? Well, his family.
I say Moranis was because his wife died, right? And he left to be with his kids and raise his kids.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
But it's good to see him back.
But back to the announcements. We had Insidious Out of the Further, which it's an Insidious movie. I'm going to watch it.
I'm going to watch it, yeah.
I love all of them.
Not going to miss it.
Then Abrams has got a new movie coming out. You got something else about Insidious?
No, I just was wondering. I need to look it up for later. And I don't even remember her name. The lady that played the psychic, the medium.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh, she's still alive, right? She's going to be in this. I don't know if it was
pretty sure.
Yeah. I think it's just a snippet. I don't think she
is alive. She's 82.
Okay, wow, God bless her. And I love her character in this. They had to do at least a cameo, so good.
Yeah. Yeah, she is probably going to be in it, I would imagine. She's been in all the others, hasn't she?
Well, there was one scene I saw that she was there. She was I don't know what it was. She was talking to them either. I don't know if it was a recording of her warning them about the further or something. Something like that. But anyway, it was just, I have a feeling that was about all it was. That she wasn't, because there was never any shots of her there in the movie. It was just like a recording of her, which is cool. That's cool.
So you got J.J. Abrams got a new, I think it's a sci-fi movie. Let me open this up. It's Grand Gear is what it was called.
Grand Gear?
Yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's see. It was Sony movie. Somebody, I'm not even going to try that name. I'm so sorry. Takashi Yamazaki's Grand Gear, produced by Abrams.
Wow.
It doesn't really say much more about it. Yeah, it doesn't really say too much more. I think it's a new mecha versus kaiju movie.
I was going to say, that's the title I got over here, was it brings JJ, Takashi, and the mechas and kaiju all together. So, hey, I'm in on that. That's cool.
Yeah. If I remember right, I'm going to look it up before I say it out loud because I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Oh, okay.
He is the one that did Godzilla -1. And speaking of -1, one of the other announcements, look at that clean segue. They did the -0 trailer. It's supposed to be the next one in that series. Looks very interesting. Did you see -1?
Yes, Lord goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was well worth the hype.
It comes out this year. -0 does.
I may have to watch the other just to lead in, because that's just There's the only thing I've seen is the picture of Godzilla walking past the Statue of Liberty.
The Statue of Liberty, yeah,
and it being like taller than the Statue of Liberty is. Just, It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, it looks great. Like, I'm excited. I want to. Can't wait to see that.
Another banger. Bring it on.
So all of that was from Sony Pictures. I think it was the Sony CEO that came out and pretty much cooked Hollywood too, and was like, hey, theaters can't die, but we got to make better movies. That's why people aren't going to the theaters. So, and it's like, okay.
I guess that's why, I don't know who it was, said Hollywood didn't cook theaters, theaters cook theaters because of, what was it, $10 popcorn and everything.
Yeah, yeah. That was
trying to
save
face,
I guess. Too. Was talking about the.
That's probably him then. Yeah, I just caught it, a snippet, but yeah, all the above.
So next on the list is Warner Brothers. Obviously, they had 3 major reveals. They had Dune Part 3. Obviously, they did the footage with, I think Zendaya came out for that one. Yeah, she did. It was Zendaya came out.
Nice.
Talked about that one. I'm not going to lie. I haven't watched any of the Dune movies.
I watched
not
the
a,
first
not a
one and hadn't got to the second one.
I need to watch them. I hear they're incredible. I know nothing about Dune. I've never read the books. I've never watched the movies.
The books were big when I was in high school and college, but I'm not a great reader. I used to read a lot, but I just got to where I wasn't a great reader, so I never got into it. It's like Lord of the Rings. All of my friends in high school, the smart ones, were reading Lords of the Ring, and I never broached it. Although I have a love for both.
And let's see, they had Supergirl, where they had Momoa come out on the on Lobo's motorcycle.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
That was pretty cool. The first trailer they did for Supergirl didn't exactly get me overly hyped, but this one did. The extended stuff they showed looks really cool. I'm really excited to see what they do with it. What's her name?
I know this.
Yep, me too.
Damn it. It just left me.
Her name is Millie Alcock.
Millie Alcock. Damn.
She's going to do an amazing job. She looks great as Supergirl. Yeah. And then Jason Momoa as Lobo. It's the part he's waited forever to play. He's going to knock it out of the park.
Hey, Momoa's living his best life right now.
That he is.
Did you see the Street Fighter trailer?
Yeah.
Him coming out as Blanca is like,
hell yeah.
We're so here, man.
That trailer looked amazing too. Go off on a little tangent there. I can't wait. Like when they first announced it, I was like, that's cute. You know, I love the original Star Trek movie, but not because it's good.
The Street Fighter, you mean?
Star Trek?
He said Star Trek. No, I know what you mean.
Here's my hot take. I couldn't care less about Star Trek. But
Street Fighter. There they go.
Star Wars is better. Oh. But yeah, the Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme and I always forget his name, the guy that played Bison.
Raul Julia.
Yeah. For me, it was a Tuesday. But yeah, that movie is great and iconic. But I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, this looks amazing. It looks like the video game come to life. They've done a great job. I can't wait to watch it. It's kind of like the new Mortal Kombat movie that came out a couple years ago. Yeah. And the sequel that we'll talk about here in just a little bit because they had a big trailer for that. But Blanca looked great. Ken and Ryu, the guys playing them, look amazing.
Yeah, kind of. Of course, I mean, I'm excited to see this take. It's just Panda was like he didn't like the guy. He's got very
which one
polarized. Sorry, Ken.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't know. He didn't like the look. Panda.
Oh yeah.
But I told him, I said, well, Ken's the wild card. Ken's the one that isn't as disciplined as Ryu.
Yeah.
He has to be brought in and taught and calmed down. Basically, he's a great talent, but for the fighting, you have to be focused, and so that's why Ryu's there. I didn't even know that was Ryu for the longest time. I was trying to figure out, and then I saw him later in the white. Yeah. It's very spot on. That's very on the nose. It's just some don't know. If you don't know the inner workings of the legends.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we haven't played the games since I was 5.
You didn't see them debut.
Yeah. I was looking to see because the guy playing Ken is Noah I'm so sorry.
Lying.
I can't say his last name. But I was trying to see if he'd been in anything else that I really knew, and I was looking through, and no, not really. I mean, he was in Black Adam, but I'm not really sure what he played. He was in the new Charlie's Angels movie that I didn't see.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of smaller stuff. This is probably his first foray into really big movies.
I'll say this is a big part. You better pull it off.
He looks great in it, I think. I don't know what Panda's problem is, but
well, it's
probably
just
the same thing as always.
It's all the looks. It's just how it looked. He's seen the game, and I guess it was just it went more for the lore and the kind of character he was than it was exactly getting the video game character exactly right to look pristine. He had a wild look to him, but it was good. I think it's going to be good.
Let's see. What is Panda, to make sure and date him for everybody listening, was born in the illustrious year of 2000.
Yes, he is a youngling still.
Yeah, still. I'm trying to see like what games came out around that time for Street Fighter. Like not much. Like that was kind of a down time for them.
Yeah. I mean,
in 2001 you had Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Revival.
Jeez.
Don't
There's
know
so
what
many of them. We could be here all day talking about
Street Fighter 5 came out in 2016. So yeah. So he would have been 16 years old when one of the ones that kind of redefined it for him, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, the cast for Street Fighter looks amazing. They've done great.
Cody and that hair, man.
Oh yeah, Cody as Guile is amazing. He looks fantastic.
He's having a great time.
Roman Reigns as Akuma. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say next. It's
the tribal chief,
almost literally.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so good. Can't wait. I'm not even the biggest Street Fighter fan, and I'm so excited to see that movie. I think it's one I'm going to have to see in theaters because I think the effects are going to go crazy.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're right. I think
it's going to be real fun.
There's
a lot of movies. It takes a lot to get me to go to the theaters anymore. It's expensive. Marvel's usually the only one that I really go out to the theaters for, and I haven't done that in a while. I think the last one I saw in theaters was Spider-Man, Brand New Day. We went and saw Superman when it came out. And that was really fun. That was really fun. But no, I'll definitely go for Street Fighter. I think, like I said, I think the graphics are going to be something I have to see on the big screen.
That'll be something.
Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Clayface. We talked about that a little bit. They apparently are going full horror from what everybody's saying. It seems much more like an actual horror movie than a comic book horror movie, you know?
Totally makes sense.
They're talking about scenes of him like laying in the bathtub and his face keeps changing, and then him taking his hand and smearing his whole face. Nice. And it's like, that's when I first heard that they were going to do Clayface, I was like, why? That's such a weird bad guy to go, that dude gets his own movie.
Yeah.
But then you start thinking about the effects we can do these days, the horror aspect you can bring to it. And as long as you got a good story for him, it's going to go crazy.
Always
doing a Clayface movie to lead into a Batman movie might be kind of cool. Maybe he'll be one of the first big bads for the Batman.
I always knew he'd be one of the most cinematic bad guys they had, that it had to be done. And for them to give him a standalone, I think, is a brilliant move.
It's such a great idea. I love it. Let's see. Who else we got? Universal came out. None of this really matters to anybody probably watching this, but we'll talk about it. Spielberg's got Disclosure Day coming out. If you're big into the Alien movies or that kind of idea, I'm sure it's going to be great. Didn't Steven Spielberg do Encounters of the Third Kind? Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Yes. This is like his third big Alien movie.
Yeah, he loves the Alien movies. And he doesn't miss often with them, so give it a shot. Who knows?
Treating this big. And he's I mean, I'm sure he treats all of his projects big, but this he seems to be.
I haven't heard of Spielberg coming out and talking about a movie or doing stuff in a while. Like he doesn't have his name carries all the weight, right? But no, he's been out and talking about it. He was at CinemaCon talking about it and did a big hoopla about it. I'd be surprised if the movie's not great. Who knows?
It'll be fine. It'll be any controversial takes that people will be talking about, but I'm sure that all the production and everything's going to be amazing. It's one of those you're going to have to see. The theaters probably again.
Yeah, because it's going to be so big, especially if you can see it in like IMAX. That would probably be pretty cool.
Did you hear about Disney and Marvel? Mm-hmm. They've got a new gold stamp. Isn't that strange?
So, yeah. Infinity Vision or something like that?
Yes, Infinity Vision. Basically, it's the gold standard. This certification ensures a screen meets rigorous standards, the largest possible domestic and global screens.
So here's the...
Okay, go ahead.
Do you know why they did this?
No, I really don't. I have a feeling, but go ahead.
So, much like back a couple years ago, has it been 2 years, I think, when we had Barbenheimer, right? You had Barbie and Oppenheimer come out on the exact same day. And it was a big deal, but those are two vastly different movies, right?
Yes.
So people went and saw them together and made a whole deal of it. And it was very funny. But this year, we have Dune and Doomsday coming out on the exact same day.
Yeah.
And Warner Brothers who has Dune, a long while ago, if I understand correctly, secured the rights for the IMAX theaters.
Here we go.
So Doomsday will not be in IMAX for like the first 2 weeks.
Wow.
Because Dune has all the screens.
Jeez.
So Disney, in an attempt to make sure that people go, oh, well, Disney's got the cool screens too, has created this Infinity Vision. It seems like a ploy to try to make sure that they still get some of that money because people think that these screens are important, but it's definitely not IMAX. It's not in a different ratio. It's about quality of screen, which is great, but it's something Disney is sticking on screens to try to fight back against the fact that they're not going to have any IMAX showings for like 2 weeks, which I think in the end, people will probably disagree with me that know more about the industry. I know, what's his name? Eric Voss over on New Rockstars talked about the whole thing and how it could hurt Disney's bottom line not having those IMAX screens. I think it's probably going to do them more good than not. If Doomsday is half as good as they say it is, when those 2 weeks are up and Doomsday goes into IMAX, people will probably go back and see it again.
I was going to
It
say,
may end up helping them not having it right off rip because everybody's going to go see the movie if you're big into Marvel. And then when it comes into IMAX, people will probably go, well, let's go see it again in a cooler screen. And yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
I think you're right. This is a big nerdy cultural event. Big time.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, Voss knows the industry much more than I do, but I don't see how it'll hurt that first weekend. Like opening weekend, it'll probably hurt if you're looking at like just how much they make in that opening weekend versus Dune. It may hurt there, but I think in the long run, I think they're both going to pass $1 billion. I think Doomsday may be the highest grossing film of all time by the end of this, if it is nearly as good as everybody is saying it is. From the trailers to the people that have seen early releases of it, not releases, early showings of it, like internally at Disney. Of course, their job is to hype it up. I get that, but it sounds amazing.
Oh yeah. I think you're right. This movie's too important for people to go, no IMAX. I'm not in. I mean, if they wait, third or fourth week's going to be amazing. What's the third or fourth week? Is that New Year's or Christmas?
So let's see. It comes out on the 18th. So a week from that will be Christmas Day.
But it's going to be.
So, and a week from that is New Year's Day. So, yeah. So Dune has the screens for Christmas and New Year's. And then right after that is when Doomsday will. And people are still out of school for a little bit.
True.
There will be time, I think. I think Warner Brothers had a smart play getting those screens early when they did. I'm honestly surprised, and people talked about it, that Disney didn't move the release date up a couple of weeks.
I know, man.
I don't think they wanted to be seen as running.
Yeah.
And like they were backing down from a Warner Brothers movie especially.
Yeah.
So they were like, screw it, we'll beat you without the IMAX screens. And so they might.
The battle has just begun, right?
Oh, yeah. But let's see, what else we got? Universal, that's what we were talking about. We talked about Disclosure Day. The Minions and Monsters movie. If you like the Minion movies, I'm sure it's going to be great. And then what everybody's been waiting for, Snoop Dogg biopic.
You were going there. Awesome.
Can't wait. So excited.
Well, yeah.
Let's see. Paramount's got Top Gun 3 confirmed. Tom Cruise going to be doing it till he dies.
Well, they just see CGI and like Val Kilmer. Just keep it going.
Don't do that, please.
They did that, you know.
No, I know. And what, in the second one, Top Gun 2?
Yeah, I think there's a movie out now that they've got Kilmer.
Jesus.
For like what is it? Hang on a second.
I hate this stuff. Like they did it in, was it Rogue One? The guy that played Grand Moff Tarkin?
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't he in it for a minute and he's dead? This stuff drives me crazy.
Val Kilmer. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got. The use of AI to preserve and recreate Val Kilmer's performance has been a significant topic recently. As Deep as the Grave, which I've never heard of. He must have done some acting in that, and they wanted to say the biggest recent news, where the trailer debuted for a film called As Deep as the Grave, features a posthumous performance by Val Kilmer using AI. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're doing it already. I mean, it's probably one of the first big ones.
I haven't heard of this. What is this garbage? Hold on. Can I?
Deep fake of voice. There was one of the side articles, something about it's not his real voice. So you have a Val Kilmer cosplayer doing his voice.
crap. That trailer was fucking awful. It it looks weird, and Val Kilmer's in it for like 0.2 seconds because they don't want you to see how weird it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's crap. That movie can burn in a fire. Anyway.
Wow. Yeah. There's your hot take of the day.
Yeah. Anyway, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sequel's coming out, which this time will feature Shredder and Krang. So I'm all about it. Let's give it a shot. Although I think it's the animated one, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's the Mayhem one. Yeah, it's animated.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
It is. Okay. I'll still watch it. So apparently they're targeting a 2028 release for a Call of Duty movie, which sounds like we're just going to remake Saving Private Ryan. With much worse acting. Like, what is a Call of Duty movie? I guess you're going to do the storyline from the games. Who knows?
I guess. I never followed the storylines. I mean, I jumped on the games you guys were playing because we were always about playing shooters. They were the easiest things to play. So I remember trying to play that game with you guys. But when it comes to knowing the story, it's like,
we played Time Splitters a lot. That one was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Other reveals. Of course, the Scary Movie reboot. Jackass Best and Last is coming out.
Another guy they're going to be wheeling out for this forever.
Poor Knoxville.
It's a new age of Jackass. Movie
we already talked about.
Absolutely.
Great. Bloodborne is getting a movie. It's an animated movie, and Jacksepticeye is helping produce it, or he's doing something with it. He's a real big Bloodborne guy.
Well, I'd heard there was a YouTuber that was working on something big, and that's probably what they were talking about. I never got around to the article, but yeah.
Yeah, no, Jack is doing a Bloodborne movie. Of course, Mark just got done doing Iron Lung, which did fucking gangbusters. So don't you worry. He'll be doing more. Let's see.
What's funny?
I think that's everything except for Disney, which I obviously saved for last. But yeah, go ahead.
Is the Mandalorian Grogu part of that?
Yeah, we can talk about that one first.
I don't think you don't hear a lot about it. There's not a lot of people buzzing about that or the Moana live action.
The only thing I've heard about Moana is that The Rock looks weird with hair.
Yeah, he does.
What is it? Oh, it's The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Which comes out in a month.
Yep.
In a month. Farvo's directing it. I can never say his name right. If you haven't learned anything today, it's that I shouldn't say people's names. I suck at it. Jon Favreau. There we go.
Favreau.
Happy Hogan. But yeah, no, I was never that big on The Mandalorian. I know people loved it. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
That's not what I mean. It's probably my favorite thing Star Wars has done in a while, which is sad because I am, like we talked about earlier, I'm a huge Star Wars guy, but recently it's not been great. I don't know what to tell you. Although, if you haven't been watching Maul, the Lord of Shadows,
was it out?
Good. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was out. I'm sorry. I'm way behind on some of this stuff.
That's very good.
I will be watching that this weekend. Absolutely. I did catch up on Daredevil, and there was something else. Oh, The Boys. So I caught up on all that. But
I still haven't watched The Boys. I'm caught up on Daredevil because I can't stop watching it. It's so great.
We kind of talked about Starr, who plays Homelander. The guy needs, hopefully he can get out of the whole, he can play a psycho, but he's being more serious productions. I think he's a talent that's just waiting to blow up. I mean, he's already big.
Let's see. Does he have anything coming out?
That's a good question.
Let's just go to IMDb. That'll be the easier way to pull up what he's got coming up. He has, of course, The Boys. No, not really. He's got 2 other things, but I don't really know what those are. Everything else he's already got is out. So much of it is The Boys.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, yeah, it's like if
he was in the Mortal Kombat game as Homelander. Yeah, no, not really. Things he's known most for, The Boys and Without a Paddle. If you don't remember, we talked about that last week.
Weird that they would say that because we never knew that until last week.
No. It's like one of those Mandela effects, things that get rewritten in history. I don't think it was true 3 weeks ago. It just happened.
Everyone knows this.
Yeah, everybody knows. But yeah, you got the Mandalorian Grogu is interesting. We're going back to the Hutts, obviously. Jeremy Allen White is playing a Hutt, which is crazy. That you would get an actor of that caliber and face recognition and go, you know what? We're going to make you a giant space slug.
See what you could do with that. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's mocap you for it.
And Sigourney Weaver's in it.
She's in everything.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's I'm sure it's going to be good. As we've already talked about many times today, am I going to go see it in theaters? No, absolutely not. I will watch it when it comes on to Disney Plus, though. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that may have been one misstep. It's a little late to try this. You have to build it all back up because it's been how many years?
Yeah, that's the weird part to me is that we haven't really had a Mandalorian season since it's been a
Well,
while,
since
right?
Mark Hamill came and got Grogu, that big scene that just had everybody buzzing. I mean, it was a great scene.
Yeah. So 2019 is when it started.
Let's see.
Trying to see when the last one was.
What happened between here and 2000?
Yeah, 23 was when the last season was.
Oh, wow. So they survived the pandemic, but
yeah, but it's been 3 years since we've had any of the Mandalorian stuff come out, and now we're going to do a full movie of it. And at CinemaCon, they showed the first 15 to 20 minutes of the movie.
Wow.
Which is a lot of the movie.
Insane, yeah.
That's like a sixth, about a sixth of the whole movie they showed. And according to this, it says the story picks up with Din working for the New Republic.
Interesting.
It'll be interesting. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. Like I said, I'll watch it when it comes to theaters or when it comes to Disney Plus.
Disney Plus,
I'm definitely not going to go to the theaters to see it. Unfortunately,
there's a long line.
I don't know
for that.
I'm talking about going to the outdoor theater that we have here in town. You know, like a drive-in.
Oh, the drive-in, yeah.
Yeah. If they show it there with something cool, because they do like 2 showings, you get 2 movies. I might go see it. Anyway, as you alluded to earlier, Disney is going to drag Tom Hanks and Tim Allen out again for Toy Story 5. They're teasing a Woody and Buzz reunion. Here's how old I've gotten and my kids have gotten. I didn't know Woody and Buzz were apart. What happened? I missed something.
Oh, man, I totally forgot.
I don't know.
I may not have watched the last one. I can't remember. I think
I haven't seen a Toy Story movie since 3.
Probably the last time I saw it was 3, I think, when they dodged the dumpster fire. If you'll excuse the expression, right?
Which one had the spork in it? Was that 3?
Oh, I think that was 4, actually.
Was it? Then I have seen it.
Because it wasn't 3, because 3 was the daycare and the big teddy bear that ran things.
Okay, so 4 had the spork in it. So I have seen 4. I just don't remember anything except the fucked up spork guy.
Yeah, I don't remember the ending to that at all. That's weird. I may have to go back and watch it, I guess. I don't know. We'll see if I have time.
No, I'm going to chalk that up to things that won't happen for 500. See, and then you've got other things from Disney. The Devil Wears Prada 2, which sounds like something I shouldn't be excited for, but I kind of am. I love the original one. It's dumb. I don't know. Love that movie.
Never.
Let's see. Let's just hit the one everybody's talking about. Oh, well, first, are you excited for Starfighter at all? The Star Wars movie with Gosling.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm with Star Wars right now and movies kind of tentative, although they've been doing a lot of cleaning house.
They have been.
That's why they have.
Sean Levy's doing this. He's the guy that did Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, yeah.
And he's done a bunch of stuff. So, I mean, it could be good. I want to know, I don't know if you know who the Escape Pod is. I see him on TikTok a lot. It's Hat Guy and his partner. They do a podcast. They argue a lot. They do, like, agree and disagree. It's a whole thing. If you don't know who they are, you should look them up. They're pretty funny.
Absolutely.
But they were talking about Star Wars. Both of them are kind of big Star Wars fans. And they're talking about how every Star Wars product that has come out in like the last 30 years has been the exact same story with different people. It's always older guy that doesn't want anything to do with the kid, ends up with the kid, has to save the kid. And it's been the same thing just over and over again.
I've heard I've probably seen them.
Yeah, you're right. And the Starfighter movie is the exact same story.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, will it be good? There's no telling. Nobody knows. It could be. I hope it is. Star Wars now has to earn my trust back. That's where we've gotten. Unless it's animated, they usually do very well with that.
I guess that's what it is. It's the whole Band-Aid of J.J. Abrams trying to fix that last.
Yeah. It was so bad. Here we go. Let's get into it for a minute. I loved The Force Awakens. That movie, was it the best Star Wars movie ever made? No. But I liked it. I went to the theater and I saw it like 3 times. I enjoyed it. I kept going with friends and it was a good movie. It was fine. Kylo Ren had me hook, line, and sinker from that first scene where he stopped the blaster bolt midair.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a good bad guy, and I was so excited. And then they turned him into a whiny bitch for the next two movies and killed that real fast. Even though I get the conflicted part, anyway, story-wise it was fine. It just didn't do it. But The Last Jedi, right? Even that movie, I was all right with. It seemed like a weird pivot from the first movie, but it was fine. And then the third movie is like they went, well, the second one didn't do as well, so we've got to go full nostalgia. How do we do that? And they just like, fuck it. We'll AI write this shit and Palpatine's back. Fuck.
Yes.
So dumb. So aggravating.
Yeah, as great as a franchise as Star Wars is, for that to have ended like that. Well, I guess it's a bad taste in our mouth when it comes to movies. We're okay with shows because Mandalorian, I guess that's what they're thinking. Let's make the first movie that comes out from Star Wars Mandalorian Grogu because they love that guy.
Yeah. I wish they would go back and do like the old Republic movies, stuff like that, and quit
to talking about it all the time.
Yeah, like I understand that a lot of those stories aren't canon anymore, but I wish.
Or are they?
Or are they?
That's the problem.
Exactly. Will you make them canon for me? Right?
Let's just Kennedy said they weren't canon. Yeah, and they've gotten rid of her. Right? Yeah. They said they were. They better have. And I thought maybe they had released that blanket they threw over all the old stuff. There's some great stories. Some of the old comics, a series that they had. I'm talking about the 70s. I'm talking about like later 80s, 90s, Dark Horse kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a lot of great characters, Mara Jade and whatnot, which it's hard to build. I understand, but you can do something. So many stories.
It's not. We could just tell a story where a child doesn't need to be saved. That's all I need. Like, there's so many other ways we could go. But I don't know. There's so many characters that you could pull out of, whether it's canon or not. So many stories you could pull out of the old stuff and go, this is a great story. Let's do this. And it's like comic books, right? Does it have to be a 100% faithful adaptation? No. But you have the skeleton of a story, and we can build from that. And they don't. So let's see. Let's see what they do. It's like someone went, it'd be really fun is if we shit on the most beloved trilogy of all time.
Well, they got a chance. I'm not sure. I think they should have started with something original.
Yeah.
And maybe not. Go ahead.
So when the prequels came out, I was a kid, right? I think the first one came out in 99?
Yeah.
So I was 11.
That's about the time we started playing the D6 RPG.
My first character was what do they call him? It was Watto, what his race is.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it. But
yeah, that was the whole point. I wanted to be one of those because I liked Watto from The Phantom Menace and how he couldn't be mind tricked by Jedis. Like, I thought that was great.
Yeah, exactly.
So I played one of those. But anyway, when those movies came out, I loved them. I still love them. I would argue that most of this is going to make a lot of people mad. I would argue that most of the prequel trilogy is better than the original trilogy, short of Empire Strikes Back.
Always goes back to that one, doesn't it?
It does. It's funny. Best Star Wars movie ever made. Anyway,
the first Star Wars movie, A New Hope.
Yeah, it's good. It's great.
I didn't get to see all of it in the theater. They showed it. This is so hilarious.
You saw part of it in the theater?
They showed it at college. And one of these things where they're like, hey, we're going to show a movie at college. Why don't you come? And we got there late. I was distracted. It was like, I was already a fan. So my first experience with Star Wars, let's get into nostalgia. That year, our band, who was very prolific with music, of course, John Williams did the music. So it was a beautiful choice to do an homage and to John Williams and Star Wars at that time. But they had people in full costume. They rigged starfighters to fly over the audience. This is 78, 9. And so it was pretty good for that time, That was my first experience. I was sold on the idea. I knew the story before I got there. I guess that's why the movie didn't, interest me to the point I was, because I knew the story. Everyone knew the story by that time. My first one was Empire Strikes Back that I saw in the theater. Mm-hmm. And I remember Mom was supposed to go with us. There were 4 of us, and she ended up being late because she got stuck at work. And And we left her. Hmm.
I don't know if Mom would have enjoyed it much anyway. She's
I know.
never seemed like the biggest sci-fi fan.
Yeah, she was just going because it was, it was friends, and we were just going to go hang out.
Yeah, no, I've done that plenty. Hang out or do something I didn't really want to do so that I could hang out with my friends and stuff.
But that's definitely my favorite because of that, and not because I left.
Those movies were the prequels were shit on by
Isn't that amazing?
Older fans when I was a kid,
and the new ones came out.
How much they sucked,
and everybody shut up about it. You don't hear people going. Go ahead.
I was told how bad they were and how Jar Jar Binks was the worst thing since Ewoks. Like, just absolutely shit on. And then the new ones came out, and suddenly I hear everybody talking about how they're not as good as the prequels and how great the prequels were. And I was like, wait, what the fuck happened?
And where are you people been all this time?
I guess age-wise, I'm in this weird middle ground where I got to experience both. But it's like, everybody's like, yeah, the prequels is what I grew up on. I was like 5 and 6 when I was watching it. They're my favorite ones. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad everyone agrees with me now and that the prequels are better than they were given credit for. Do you think that'll happen with this trilogy someday? I have my doubts that this one is salvageable.
No, that they're going to be totally validated. Hopefully they like the Starfighter, maybe, I don't know, or something's going to hit big to the point that people forget. And yeah, they're talking about, oh yeah, they were really bad, weren't they?
If you could do one Star Wars storyline as a trilogy, what would you do?
Oh my God, that's just it. I'm not even sure what to tell you there. It wouldn't be Grogu and them, although I want to see more. Believe me. I don't know. You might, of course, you'd have to recast Mark Hamill, or recast. Sorry, not Mark Hamill, but of course Skywalker.
Yeah.
Do some of the.
We'll just get Sebastian Stan to do it. It's fine.
Yeah. They've been. Yeah, that old chestnut.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of it, but some of those comic series they did in Dark Horse, where the shot of him taking down the AT-ATs, that kind of thing sticks with me. Of course, they've already had Vader take down a whole starfighter.
Yeah, brother.
Hey,
Vader's
I wouldn't mind.
Bad guy of all time.
Here's a crazy take because I never played the game, but Star Killer, maybe give it a shot.
See, that's one that came to mind was the Force Unleashed and do the whole Star Killer bit. That one was really fun. That would be a good one. The first one that comes to mind for me is a book series. I didn't read a lot of books growing up either. I watched a lot of movies and read comics. But the book series Shadows of the Empire.
That's what I was trying to come up with, yeah.
Introduced Prince Zizor and talked a lot about the Black Sun and what's his name? Dash, the smuggler guy.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his last name either.
Doing that whole story. I mean, we run into kind of the same issue because you got Luke Skywalker and Leia and all that, which, while Darth Vader and Zizor plot against them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fun story. It's pretty concise. And it's like, it takes place at pretty much the same time in between Empire and Return through past the end of Return. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I believe, it was right there at the end. I remember that. Yeah, I know that's always been your favorite. Crimson Empire is another one that I think of. That's what I was trying to remember.
I'd love to see Thrawn in an actual trilogy. I know they did him in, was it Ahsoka?
Yeah.
But to see him in like full blown on the screen where you could do so much more with the graphics would be cool.
See him fleshed out a bit would be good.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
Just
here's my Star Wars rant for the day.
Well, it used to be, and people always ask you that. What is your favorite Star Wars movie? And it's like, well,
oh God,
I'd gravitate to Empire because it was the first one I saw in the theater. But my answer, like lots of other things, are, well, which one am I watching next? It's not as a lock as it used to be, but still, I'll watch them. I don't know if it's going to be my favorite, but we'll see.
Yeah, I hate when people ask me what my favorite Star Wars movie is.
Yeah,
There's so many.
It's too much. Like favorite comic book character.
If I had to pick one, people are gonna love this. It's Revenge of the Sith. That's like my favorite one. I love that movie.
Oh wait, that's right. That's
it's
right.
Revenge.
Sorry, you're right. It was Revenge.
It's Return of the Jedi,
Return
which
of the
was
Jedi.
originally supposed to be Revenge of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Thank you. And they changed it because it was too evil sounding. They even made merchandise for it, you know? You can find jackets and stuff made that say Revenge of the Jedi on it.
I'd wear it.
They're worth a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So if you found one, let me know.
Yeah, really.
So anyway, let's stop burying the lead. Doomsday is coming out on December 18th, 17th.
18th, I believe, actually.
Doomsday release. I think it is the 18th, yeah. Yes, the 18th. Okay. Same day as Dune Part 3, we'll have the box office showdown of the year. So, I mean, you and everybody on Earth has read the breakdown of what happened in this trailer. They showed it to everybody twice. I don't know if you heard that. Like, they played the trailer and everybody cheered and asked for it again, and Disney went, okay, and they played it again. Which is cool because guys like Voss were talking about how they had even more time to write stuff down and get everything right. So you got Downey, full metal face, Dr. Doom. From what I understand, he didn't take off his mask the entire time.
Really? Okay, I thought
somebody said.
Hang on a second. Yeah, I think there was a shot of him unmasked. I mean, of course, I didn't see it. We're working on hearsay, but I could have swore because there were some of the AI tried to recreate it, and it was just pretty.
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. with a few little ticks on his face.
It does say that there was a shot of him without the mask. Okay,
and it needs to be mangled. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry if he looks pretty, it doesn't have the same effect. I mean, yeah.
Anyway, so you got that, and you've got sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But yeah, so you got Doom. They showed him. He apparently narrates the intro of that trailer, talking about the choices that are going to have to be made, which is interesting. I still think he's going to try to play. I don't think he's trying to play the good guy now that I'm thinking about it. I think he thinks he is the good guy. I think he thinks he's the savior of what's going on.
He's saving,
Just like Thanos thought he was. But so the thing that always catches my eye when reading these trailer breakdowns or listening to guys like Voss and like Screen Rant and stuff is when they talk about Thor throwing Stormbreaker at him and him stopping it with his fingers. Not he caught it or deflected it, stopping it with his fingers. This is the same axe that Thor threw at Thanos, threw the Infinity Stones, and still hit Thanos.
Yeah.
And Doom stops it like it's a toy. They put that in the trailer for a reason. They want you to see the power difference between what Thanos had and what this version of Doom has. It makes me think that he's already going to be very close to that God Emperor Doom status of power.
Somewhere along the story, at least, he has to get to that point because, Secret Wars, Battle World, God Emperor Doom. Yeah, the storyline, of course, has been done before. And so there are a lot of source material once again. And so him being that powerful is necessary because he's got to be a one-up. It's got to be like having Thor be like, there's no way, and being shocked. I mean, we went from Mjolnir being crushed by Hela to this now. You've got to have that shock value to sell your villains.
Speaking of Mjolnir, he has it back in this trailer.
Interesting.
And he throws it, and then, at the end of Love and Thunder, he has it. Because what's her name's got it? Eternity, the girl.
Okay. I'll have to go watch it again.
Because she put like makeup on it and gave it a face.
You're right.
And all that.
I remember that.
So he had it back. But anyway, there's a shot in the thing where apparently the Mjolnir goes to Steve. And everybody says they describe him as looking like he has long hair like he did in Endgame. So he doesn't look like his younger self, with the short hair and all that. He looks older. He's got the beard and all that, which makes me wonder. I've seen people speculate that it could be, the Hydra cap. But if that's true, Mjolnir wouldn't go to him. He wouldn't be worthy, right?
No, shouldn't.
So it's got to be Steve Rogers through and through. Now, whether it's a Steve from a different dimension, it's not our Steve Rogers. That's all still up for debate. It's the easy cop-out, right, is that it's a different Steve. It's not the same one that went back to live with Peggy. Yeah, so with Steve back, him and Thor fighting Doom, and from the sounds of it, obviously, we didn't get to see the trailer again, But it sounds like they're not faring well against him, right? Like, if you're throwing Stormbreaker at him and he's just like, it's not good. Like, those are two of the most god-killing weapons in the MCU at the moment, and he's batting them like they're nothing. Thor also does a big monologue in this. So Hemsworth has talked about wanting to redeem Thor for Love and Thunder and Ragnarok and it being too jokey, and everybody assumed that meant a Thor 5. But a lot of people have described Thor as like the main character of this story, at least of this trailer, and him being the one trying to rally everybody, and he sounds much more serious. It's
good.
Yeah, and that's great. I think if he can get that moment to redeem the character that it's not always jokes, I think that'll be great for the character. I think that'll give him that closure, and fans will be able to stop just shitting on the last movie.
Well, he's about all that's left of the big. He is all that's left of the big three until we get whatever Steve this is into the mix. He's the one. He's the one that left holding the mantle, if you will. And so it makes sense that he's the one pulling together. There's a picture of him apparently with the new Avengers or the Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Sam's in there, the new Cap. There were several others, but
yeah, pretty much trying to get them all to work together and be like, look, if we don't work together, we're all going to die. Pretty much insinuating that some of them may die.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah.
Now
I think this.
Go ahead. Well, I'm just conspicuous by his absence in any of the material. Doctor Strange. I'm sure they're saving him for his own movie, I guess. But it's strange that he's just...
Concept art has shown Strange standing to the left and right behind Doom.
Oh.
And in the comics, Strange was on Doom's side. He was like the warden of Battleworld. I think Strange will side with Doom, going, this is what it's going to take to survive. This is how we save the universe.
That makes sense why we haven't seen him. It's one of those things you save. Yeah. That makes sense. And of course, a lot of people were at Doom's side once he became God Emperor because he basically had control of everything. He had the Fantastic Four surrounding him. Most of them, not all.
If I remember right, Captain Marvel was on his side too, which is not good.
And he had Galactus as a statue in that storyline. Once you get to Battle World and everything, do you think this might be the effect of him having Little Richards?
Franklin,
yeah.
I think what's interesting to me, right, is there's a theme tied together here with all those original trailers that I don't think gets enough play in the talk that's going on, and it confuses me that more people don't talk about it. So we ended Fantastic Four last year with Doom holding Franklin Richards in his hands.
Yes.
Now, whether this is their timeline's Doom, which he was missing from the little summit thing that Sue held, there was a spot for Latveria, and he wasn't there. So whether it's their Doom or it's a different multiverse's Doom, doesn't matter. He knows what Franklin is capable of.
Absolutely.
If Galactus knew, Doom can figure it out. He's one of the smartest people in the galaxy. But then all the other trailers that came out for Doomsday, right? The first one was Steve holding a child, okay? Not really a comic book representation of that I know of him and Peggy having a kid.
Yeah,
but doesn't matter. The second one was the X-Men and Cyclops losing his shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So if Doom came for, I don't know, let's say Rachel Summers, then the third one was the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four and Namor and all that. When at the end of Wakanda Forever, they showed T'Challa's son.
Yes.
So Doom, all these things tie back to young children, right? You've got Franklin, Rachel Summers, T'Challa's kid, Cap's kid, and what was the fourth trailer? There was one more.
Well, I know that.
Oh, it's Thor. Yes, Thor. And you know who's missing from all these trailer talks? Eternity's missing. Yeah, Love is missing is what I meant. Yeah, Love.
Wow.
So she's missing too. We're talking about some of the most powerful children in the multiverse.
Wow.
And Doom has targeted all of them.
Interesting.
Now, if he uses Love, who is infused with eternity, is what I meant, Rachel Summers and Franklin, T'Challa's the only one that doesn't really fit. I mean, I know he's going to be powerful. He'll be the Black Panther, but still a kid involved.
Maybe
you've got those three, you could create your own reality. There would be nothing to stop you. There would be no boundary that Franklin couldn't cross. There's no amount of power that Love and Eternity could not muster. And Rachel Summers is just as strong, right? Her parents are two of the strongest mutants ever. You could do anything with those three, and I think that's what the trailers were meant to show, is that it's the children that he's after. He needs them to do something, to unleash his plan, to create Battle World or whatever it's going to be.
So this is supposed to take place right after Endgame? Is that what I've heard?
So here's what's interesting to that. That is what everybody's saying. The Russos have said this is a direct sequel to Endgame.
Yeah.
Not sure how that's possible, because it's not like they're ignoring all the Phase 5 and 6 movies, because Shang-Chi's in the trailer, the Fantastic Four's in the trailer, Yelena's in the trailer. All of that stuff came after Endgame.
Absolutely.
So when they say it's a direct sequel, I think what they're going to get at is that the direct sequel part is Steve caused the incursion, right? He went back and stayed, and that's a problem. He caused what they told him would happen, and he didn't listen, and he did it anyway. And then you've got Deadpool and them causing God knows what with what they did, and Deadpool and Wolverine, Spider-Man causing that problem. And I think one of the things that's really going to cause the incursion is, if you paid attention to anything they said with the Brand New Day stuff that came out at CinemaCon, was they implied an unraveling of Doctor Strange's spell or an undoing of it.
Oh, no.
And if that happens, then the incursion's back, right? That's full-blown Sonyverse incursion on top of everything else. Now, you're asking, who could do that? Who's strong enough to unravel the Sorcerer Supreme's spell?
Okay.
If everybody's right, and Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey.
Yeah.
If she can get into the head of, say, Ned, and they're saying that he remembers who Peter is. If she could remove the block, is what I'm saying. She's strong enough to do that. And Voss has talked about this. I don't know if anybody else has, and there's not really any proof of it. It's just kind of a thing. He was saying he hopes they make her the Phoenix Force right out the gate. Just get it over with, because you can burn it out in Secret Wars and then power her down after that back to normal Jean. I don't know if they'll do all that, but if she does have that kind of power, she could definitely undo a lot of what that spell did and cause a lot of problems.
And she's not that old, and she might be a part of this little child cadre you're putting together here.
She could be, because you're talking about in the trailers, she'd be in her 20s. Like early 20s?
Yeah.
And everything I've seen about the X-Men movie they're talking about is talking about the original 5.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I'm sure we're going to have some of the others introduced throughout the movie, but I think all 5 of them will be in it.
Yeah, maybe. I know Iceman hasn't been talked about, and Angel. The other 3 are definitely a part of this, but they mesh the different generations together is what they do, because they need an all-star cast. That's why you'll have Wolverine early on, but in the new rendition, once we get to the new X-Men movies, I don't think he's going to be there automatically. Mm-hmm. But you do have those 3, Beast, Cyclops, and Jean. Gambit is a must because of what's going on with his newfound popularity. Well, he's always been popular, but with the movie, let's see.
He's mentioned in the trailer.
Yes.
He's fighting Shang-Chi. So it is being framed by a lot of people as a full-blown Avengers versus X-Men fight. It was Shang-Chi and Gambit fighting, Yelena fighting Mystique, and Mystique turning into Yelena in mid-fight, which is interesting. And you've still got Magneto and the Professor in the mansion. God, I just want to see a Sentinel that looks like the ones from the animated series back in the day.
Yeah.
So badly. So badly.
Yeah, we've never really gotten that, have we?
No.
Okay.
No, we got those ones in, Days of Future Past? They were okay.
But announced for Doomsday, at least, is, of course, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, of course. We have James Madsen as Cyclops. Yeah. Alan Cummings coming back as Nightcrawler. Kelsey Grammer as Dr. McCoy. Rebecca Romaine. Mystique, and, of course, Channing Tatum are the main ones mentioned. Of course, we know almost without a doubt, maybe 90% that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Besides
there's rumors in Secret War that we'll see some of the New Mutants.
Oh, yeah.
Like Magic.
Yeah. I could see that.
I mean, from the movie. Like Magic and...
Absolutely.
Cannonball and all them, which would be cool.
they'll make sure and get Magic back in the mix because she's
Yeah.
good in everything she does.
Especially if you can keep Anna Taylor-Joy playing her.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
It has to be her.
No, that'd be great. I think that would be very good. See if there's anything else from the trailer that was really... I mean, really, it's just those monologues. It's the offsetting ones between Doom and Thor. Doom pretty much going, hey, choices are going to have to be made. Like, we're not just talking about good and evil. We're talking about death and survival. Like, what do we do? Let's make the choice. And then Thor saying, hey, we might not all make it. But he pretty much says that we might not all make it, but if you make it back, you'll be brothers. You know, like if you make it through this, stop fighting each other.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to take.
Yeah, some of you may die.
Yes.
But
yes.
No, I think it's going to be awesome. There is little to nothing they could do in this movie to make me not like it.
Yeah, they have to
They
work
would have
really
to
hard.
really, really try. Just the fact that I'm going to get the X-Men versus the Avengers at all.
Yep.
I can forgive just about everything else. You brought Madsen, so I get to see Cyclops, and that shot of him in that trailer firing that beam into the air was just, it's cinema.
It is.
I'm a Cyclops fanboy through and through, if you can't tell.
Wow.
I love it.
There's not many of you out there, actually.
No, there's not. He's very hated. He's one of my favorites.
You need a shirt that says Scott was right.
Yeah, I want that shirt so bad.
Yeah.
They sell it too. It's the one that Quentin Quire, one of my other favorite X-Men, wore, and it says Cyclops was right on it, which is obviously a play on the whole Magneto was right.
It was right, thing.
Yeah. But anyway, let's see. Is there anything else from the trailer you really want to talk about? I mean, there's the whole thing. One thing was interesting. They talk about the Fantastic Four meeting with the Wakandans.
Yeah.
And the Teclicon, they don't call them Atlanteans
Namor.
in this.
Yeah.
But they talk about it like Namor, because we theorized in the trailer that we saw that the oceans had dried up, and that's why there was solid desert ground like that. But everybody from the reactions to the trailer is saying that it was Namor holding the water back, parting it like the Red Sea.
Yeah, I heard that.
For one, I didn't know Namor could control water like that, but whatever, I'll let that go. For two, why? Why is he doing this? Is it so that they can come meet with him? Why wouldn't he just go to them? Because it's not like he's in the water and he's in his home territory. He's on an ocean floor. I don't get it, but we'll find out. That's the only thing that confused me was that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this Namor, but that's fine.
I like the Namor. I think it's definitely different than obviously the one I grew up reading in the comics. I get why they did it. It's one of the changes they've made that I don't care. It's fine.
I'll roll with it. I mean, I'm just saying.
I only got to see him for like 45 minutes total in the entire MCU.
Well, also, just tidbit, Namor was, I won't say the first mutant, because I think that goes back to Apocalypse.
He was the first mutant in print, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was.
But yeah, Apocalypse is definitely the first mutant. That's the whole thing. That's kind of his gimmick.
First mutant in print, basically.
Well, yeah, his Namor. Yeah, it's definitely different than the character in the movie or in the comic books. It's a different interpretation of it. It will be interesting to see if they try to play the Namor loves Sue thing at all.
Yeah.
I kind of doubt they shoehorn that into this just for the giggles of fanboys. But
all you need is a look. It's all you'd need to do, and just move on.
Yeah, that's all.
And maybe have Johnny look over like, "What was that?"
Yeah,
and that's it. That's all you have to do.
Somebody was talking about a scene with Reed trying to explain the incursions to the X-Men, which makes me wonder about the timeline of this, right? Because we're talking about a movie that has, hold on, I'm going to double check this. I don't want to be a liar.
There's a lot of moving parts on this thing, just to be honest.
That can't be right.
What?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So right now, it is said that the runtime of Avengers Doomsday is around 3 hours and 45 minutes.
God.
And that they're going to edit it down to around 2 hours and 45 minutes. That is still a 3-hour movie.
Yeah,
and
man.
Dune, by the way, is supposed to be like 2.5 to 3 hours long. So if you wanted to go see both of them in the same day, that is 6 hours of just movie. That's not counting the previews and everything else. You're going to be there like an 8-hour work shift.
It's a
so
day.
Have fun with that. Yeah. I hope you got your pee bucket because that's a lot of movie, man.
That's what those buckets are for. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's a very long movie. There is a lot of time to play with. I don't care. Leave the movie 4 hours long.
I
I'll
was going
sit
to
and watch
say,
it.
give me the
Give me the
extended
whole
cut
thing.
now. I want to see
Which,
your whole
don't
vision.
worry, they
Tell
will.
me. Yeah.
Because they're going to re-release Endgame. I don't know if you heard about this.
Yes, I had that on my list here.
With extra scenes in it.
God, yeah, I heard that too.
And of course, the end credit is going to lead into Doomsday, right? That's how they're going to tie the two together. That's how it's going to be a direct sequel. Is they're going to use this time, and I will be there. I'm going to sit and watch it in theaters again, and I'll watch it. It's going to be great. I don't care. Like I said, you can make the movie 5 hours long. There's not an amount of time you could put on this movie that would make me go, "Oh, that's too long."
We're not like normal people.
Nope, definitely not. Or I wouldn't be talking to a camera right now. My dog's trying to push past the trash can that the cat knocked over to get into the room. Oh man. But anyway, you have anything else for Doomsday that we haven't already gone over?
No, I think that's enough for now.
When do you think we get the trailer?
Oh, I don't.
Because you joked about it at the beginning. CinemaCon is for movie theaters and studio execs to go to the movie theaters and go, hey, here's what we've got coming out. Please give us all the show times. It's not really made for us.
Yeah.
Which is weird that they publicized it so much this year, and people like New Rockstars and everybody was talking about it much more this year out in the open, not just making videos about the stuff they saw. But I didn't expect them to show us the trailer from CinemaCon. That defeats kind of the entire purpose of what it's for. But when do you think we'll get that trailer? It's got to come, right? Is it going to be... My first thought is that it comes with Spider-Man Brand New Day, right?
Yeah,
like they put it in. But why would you not save the trailer for something that needs the hype, right? Because people will go to the movie just to see the Doomsday trailer. So what if they put the trailer with the Mandalorian and Grogu?
That sounds like something they would do. Yes.
If they do that, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah,
because I'm going to have to go see the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Damn. Here we go.
Just to see the fucking trailer.
It's just like Disney to do something that insidious. Yes.
That's honestly what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to put it out with the Mandalorian.
There you go.
Because it makes the most sense to me. But anyway, we have been going on about this for an hour and a half. We've covered everything from CinemaCon the way from the movies we don't really care to see, but thought we'd talk about for a minute, all the way down to Doomsday, which is probably the movie I'm the most excited about in a long time. So let us know what you guys think down in the comments. Make sure and find us. You can find us on Facebook. Substack has a lot of articles, mainly D&D stuff right now, and you can listen to the podcast there. But I don't care where you find it. Let us know what you guys think. You can leave us a review here on Spotify or YouTube, wherever you're watching. We'd love to hear from you. But we'll see you next time. We'll see what we can get into.
See you.
Bye.